Hey there, Julian here, and welcome to the 5th episode of Webflow Weekly, where we cover everything that happened in the Webflow space throughout the past week. So Duncan, my co-host, is not here this time, but we got Mozart the cow. Just came up with that name on the fly. Please congratulate me for my joke in the comments. We've got some pretty cool stuff today. That being said, Webflow themselves hasn't really released a whole bunch of new stuff over the past week. So let's get right into it right now. So first things first, what we have today is the site here for FlowFest 2025. And this is not a clonable. That being said, I do want to share it. So Webflow only has a conference now, if I'm not wrong, in New York. And that being said, the community has been filling in the gaps. So as I said in the last episode, or maybe a few episodes ago, not sure, I went to FlowConf in Niš, Serbia, which was absolutely amazing. And there's another event right here, which is going to be in Manchester, England. So first thing I just wanted to say is this site is awesome. I'm going to scroll through it. It's a really cool site. And yeah, so kudos to the team for making this. And if you are either in, near, or able to get to Manchester for Friday, August the 8th, I imagine this is going to be an awesome event. So first things first, I just wanted to go through the site here and show you how cool it is. This is a little shuffle feature, and there are some just awesome animations. I mean, take a look at this. This site is a dream. Some cool stuff in here, Webflow themed, like this looks like a div block here. What is FlowFest? You can watch the recap from last year, and the keynote speaker is actually going to be a co-founder of Webflow, probably the most famous co-founder of Webflow, Vlad Magdalin. So that is really friggin' cool. Also, Ilya Van Eck, who is huge in the Webflow space. Really quite a few awesome speakers. And this, again, besides the event itself, I'm just scrolling through the site right now, and this is a dream. Whoever designed this, massive, massive kudos to you. I love it. I hope the event goes amazing this year. Look at this cute little sun that winks when you hover over it. So that is FlowFest Friday, August the 8th. If you can go to it, definitely go to it. And kudos to the team for this awesome site. The next thing that we have here is a clonable that I wanted to show you, and this is for a designer portfolio. So I'm going to go ahead and just open it, take a quick scroll through so you can see it, take a look at some of these animations, put your own picture here, your years of experience, happy clients, testimonials, all of that stuff. This is a really, really cool portfolio. So again, I'm just going to scroll through it so you can see what's in it, see if it fits you. Now, it says it's a designer portfolio. That being said, I don't see why you couldn't use this for development, for photography, for anything. This, by the way, is a scroll animation where it goes vision, concept, design. That is super cool. CTA over here, which has a cool little arrow effect, as you can see when I hover over it. And we have a footer as well. So that is absolutely beautiful. Let's go ahead and open it in Webflow and just take a look at what is going on under the hood. So what we have over here is it's not client first, and it's not the Webflow marketplace system. It seems to be that they have their own system. Now, they do have a style guide, as you can see over here, where you can change all of that, and everything seems quite well organized. So that is obviously the most important thing. Here, I was wondering if these images had some weird crop that you would have to replicate, but they don't. It's actually this wrapper here that's, let's say, cutting them out. Everything, for the most part, seems like it was done very well using components. Really, really well-built site. And yeah, if you need a portfolio, I would definitely recommend checking this one out if you like it. So this was made by Kiwio LLC. Thank you so much for your contribution to the community. Beautiful portfolio. I hope one of our listeners / watchers gets some benefit from this. The next thing that we have here, and it's actually going to be a theme throughout this episode, is animations that you can just slap into your site. So if you ask me, perhaps this is an unpopular opinion in the Webflow space, I just think animations are often not worth the amount of time that they take to build. That being said, they do add a lot of life to your website. So throughout my career, my kind of go-to has been build the site first and then try to find some pre-built animations, which I can easily add into my site. That way I'm not using a whole lot of time, but I'm still kind of bringing some life to the site. So here we have by Omakase Design Interactive Dots Grid Cloneable, as it's called, and let's go ahead and open that up. So this, oh, sorry, I actually meant to open the live site first. Let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll get into Webflow. First things first, this is how it looks. Really simple, just adds life. I can picture, let's say you had a portfolio and it said like, hey, I'm Julian Galuzzo. Just this background right here adds so much life to it. So now let's get into Webflow and see how you would actually go about editing this. So here we have this hero wrap, and it seems to me like this animation is hiding inside of hero wrap. Let's see if there's any sort of attributes or IDs. There isn't. So hero wrap. Let's go into the custom code, which is where I imagine this lives. There we go. Okay, so yes, indeed. We have some CSS right here, which is, I guess, just making some changes to this to make it work. So if you add this into your project, if you're not using this right here, this class, you may want to change that. This is affecting hero_plus. And then we have this over here, some JavaScript. Now, there is not too much JavaScript. I'm actually interested in what is this here script. It's like some sort of IP address. It works live on this site absolutely beautifully, so should be all good. And it looks like for the most part, this is just a copy and paste script. We have some classes, data hero plus container. That is an attribute, so I'm going to go ahead and find that. And we have hero_plus, which is some sort of class. I guess that is what is dealt with over here. So looking right in here, we have hero wrap. Within that, we have hero plus container. Within that, we have hero plus. So that is what you would need to edit in order to make all of this work. As you can see, the background color is this red right here. So if you want to change that to your brand color, you can obviously do that. Anyways, Omakase Design, great job. This is something that I just think is so easy to add into your project that just makes it look that much more quality. So definitely that is something right there that I would be using. The next thing that we have isn't an animation, but I always love these. I mean, a whole bunch of people have made similar types of things. I've never seen it with Windows 11. I've seen it with Mac OS. I've seen it with the PlayStation Store. I've seen it with a whole bunch of different things, and I always think it's really cool when people rebuild different UIs in Webflow. So here we have Windows 11, and this just looks so funny opened on my MacBook, but really, really awesome here. We have a little game built in. Not sure if the game works. That being said, there is a bunch of different stuff. There's also a file manager. There's this little bar down here at the bottom. This is really cool, and it's just a great example of the fact that you can really build anything that can be designed in Webflow. So to Jainesh Patel, great work. Absolutely love it. And the next thing that we have is, let's say, an animation / a section, but I actually wanted to share this for a very specific reason. So first things first, I mean, hey, it looks great, you know, but what else is there to say about that? Now, we share clonable projects on Webflow Weekly every single week, as we're doing right now, and these are things which are great contributions to the community, but the people who share these don't just do them because they're super nice and want to help the community. They're also really smart. Yay! The reason why they're really smart is what I'm going to show you right here. So this is a free clonable, which if someone's just looking for something free, they can come across this, they can use it, it's beautiful, it works. And now in the corner over here, it says buy now, and will this template fit your brand? So if I click to buy now, it opens this template by Zafre Media, which is also the same team that built the clonable, of course. And what they're doing is actually using this clonable in order to promote their paid template. And as someone on the MemberStack team, we do this all the time, and I am here to tell you it works. So 2 takeaways from this right here. I'm gonna open it in Webflow as well, but first things first, awesome animation, awesome little clonable. And the second thing is that making clonables works as a marketing tactic. So if you have any sort of maybe paid app, paid template, whatever it may be, release parts of that for free in order to promote it. It works really, really well. Now, here we are in Webflow, and everything here seems to be very well organized. Now, they've actually split these paragraphs into different sections. Interestingly enough, I'm sure there's a reason for that. That being said, I'm not quite sure why. And let's go into the interactions. So we actually have a page trigger over here. Move content on. Oh, there's a lot of interactions. This seems to be what makes it work. Now, it also seems to be a little bit complicated. That being said, like I said earlier about animations, they are often complicated, and in my opinion, they are often overkill. But if you can easily copy and paste this into your project, then I think this is absolutely beautiful. As we can see here, I think it's going to add a lot of life to your project as long as it doesn't take you too much time. So anyways, Zafre Media, thank you very much. You guys are very smart for doing this. I think it's going to help people, and I think it's going to lead to more people buying your template. So the next thing that we have over here is a very simple image reveal animation. And again, it's one of those things that I just think just makes any site look better. So first things first, whoops, I opened it in Webflow again. I'm going to show you what it is. So it's not this up here. I'm going to scroll down and you're going to see the images have this really nice little effect. Now it doesn't repeat on scroll, so I'm going to show you again by refreshing. And again, there we go. Again, let's say you have in your Figma design just 2 images. You can very easily add something like this and it's just going to look that much better. So here we are in Webflow, and let's go ahead and see how this works. So we have Webflow interactions. This is not done with code, which is quite nice. Let's go ahead and see what this is. So scroll into view, image reveal in. So it seems like what it's actually doing is the frame itself has overflow hidden or overflow clip on it, and all that's happening is it's moving the image up. Then we have the same thing for, actually no, there's only a scroll in, there is no scroll out. So you could set this to, let's say, reset after it's scrolled out of view and then do the same thing, or not. I mean, as long as it's there once, I think that's great. So this is a really cool animation from Flowmark. Again, very agnostic. You can use this in any project you want. Really awesome. Thank you for the contribution. Now we've got 2 more things to show, one of which is a slider, which if you've heard the previous episodes of this podcast, you'll know I love slider components because I don't like making sliders. It's extremely time consuming. So this is a super, super nice slider component, as you can see here. If you need anything like this, then go ahead and clone it, because I don't know how long this takes to make, but I can tell you right now, I think it takes a long time to make. So this is a really, really cool slider component by Will Towie. It's done with Swiper.js, at least according to the tags. Andy said that in the description. So let's see how hard it would be in order to edit. So this is actually CMS based, which is both good and bad, and I'm going to tell you why in just a second. That being said, if I pop open in the CMS, you can easily swap these out. So that is really good. Building the slider to be CMS based is awesome. But the reason why I'm not a big fan of that is because, as you may know, in Webflow, you cannot copy something that has CMS bindings. So more than likely, what I would do at least is I would use the FinSuite Chrome plugin to unbind this. Really cool plugin, by the way. The FinSuite Chrome extension is just awesome. It helps with so many things. So what it would do is it would strip the CMS bindings from all of this. So let's say I go over here. First in here, it would just go ahead and, I don't think I can do this in read-only, but whatever, remove all of these bindings. And then after that, you would be able to copy it, paste it into your new project, and then rebind it. So anyways, the fact that this was done with the CMS, what I will say is this: it makes it harder to add into your project, but it makes it easier to edit moving forward. So I wouldn't say that's a bad thing. I would just say you win some, you lose some. But if you're building a slider in your own project and you can have it CMS based, I mean, hey, that is the best way to go. And the other cool thing about this is it seems like the numbers and everything is dynamic. So looks like we have the code probably here. Indeed we do. Yes, so the numbers are dynamic. So in the live link, as you can see, there's 5, but I guess if you add 6, 7, 8, 9, this number is automatically going to show the correct number. So very well built. Just keep in mind, it's a little bit harder to add in CMS sliders. Will Towie, awesome, great work. I love it. So we've got one more thing, and this is by Risha Barai, who we have featured in previous episodes, and I just did a bit of a spoiler, but whatever. Again, an animation that I just think is so cool to add into any project. You're probably looking and you're like, Julian, this is a black screen. Are you insane? Oh no, I'm not insane. Look at this. It erases this and it reveals this beautiful picture. Now, you're probably not going to be using this picture because, I mean, hey, why would you? But this is just fun. It adds like a little game aspect in a way into the site. And now what I'm curious to see, again, Rishabrai, this is awesome, is how easy. It says built entirely by Webflow's native tools. No custom code required. I don't understand how that's possible, but that is really cool. Let's go ahead and open this right now. So, as we can see, okay, this is... okay, I'm not quite sure if that's the case because I'm looking at some custom code right now. That being said, I would expect this to be custom code, so it's all good. Let's go ahead and actually open the custom code here in the project settings and see what we're working with. Okay, so that's not really the case. It's definitely done with custom code. That being said, not surprising. So we have our styling over here with Montserrat. We have a bunch of different CSS in here, and then we also have some JavaScript over here. So my recommendation to you would be to copy all this custom code exactly as it is, paste it into your project, and then change things one by one. So what you could change over here is, let's say this would say member stack, and then we could say we rock, we rick, we also rick, but we rock. All right. There we go. As you can see, that changed it. I can't publish it because it is not I didn't clone it yet, but that is how you would change that. You could change the styles and everything in the page custom code settings, and overall, really awesome effect that I would love to add to my sites. So there you have it, episode 5 of Webflow Weekly. What is your favorite thing that we featured in this episode? Will you be able to make it to FlowFest? How do you like this episode? Let us know in the comments. We'll see you next week and have a great day.